From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense comes out to get things started in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains. Good execution. Down, they've got it at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing straight.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance? The ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw...
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Bringing the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Quick pass on the jet motion. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense lining up quickly. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Davis will throw. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Your North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
They'll run it from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Looking for the goal line, and he will take it in. down, Wolfpack. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. Gives it to the back on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? They punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Carolina State has it back. And headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. Finds the tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unleashes one. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air. It's Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. He now has 62 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback moving. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
NC State, 35. Wake Forest.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Davis looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Hunt is on its way. He'll field it close to the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia Southern. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Davis will throw. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here's a heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off, and down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Didn't find any crease in that. coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Unloads it left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they'll run the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Demon Deacons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The pull and throw off the RPO.
The pass on first down. Caught by the receiver. Picks up.
The Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Brings up second down.
Looking for space. It's Clark. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And a nice grab there, big pickup down to the 35-yard line. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
49. Wake Forest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. The toss to the outside. Finding open areas. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. Zings it complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a crease, it's Clark. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught near the sticks. It's Barlow. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. To the air, it's Matthews. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter. Coming out with it, it's Gibbs.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Nice move there. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Find some fresh air. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular.